Recycling has never been more important to the health of our planet.
Since 1960, the amount of waste generated in America has nearly tripled.
Our society as a whole, consumers, corporations, and governments must proactively think about reducing that impact.
Recycling turns materials that would otherwise become waste into valuable resources. There's lots of good reasons to recycle.
Recycling requires far less energy, uses fewer natural resources, and keeps waste from piling up in landfills. It decreases emissions of greenhouse gases that contribute to global climate change. For every ton of paper recycled, over 4,000 kilowatt-hours of electricity, 7,000 gallons of water, and 60 pounds of air pollutants are saved.
Recycling not only makes sense from an environmental standpoint, it also makes good financial sense.
The Paper Retriever Program pays thousands of schools, churches, nonprofits, and other organizations for paper collected from the green and yellow paper retriever bins in their community.
Last year, over 15,000 organizations raised more than $4 million for school projects, scholarships, community outreach activities, and more. These funds raised could pay for several girls to attend Girl Scout camp, for park benches, swing sets, picnic tables, and more.
Organizations have a tremendous amount of paper to recycle. If you recycle, things are reused and not just thrown away.
The Paper Retriever Program is a great way for your organization and the community that surrounds it to learn how to have a direct and immediate impact on the environment, making the world a better place.
Abitibi-Bowater's largest paper retriever material recycling facility is located here in Arlington, Texas. Abitibi-Bowater is one of the world's leading recyclers of newsprint.
It's created a never-ending loop of paper that is printed, recycled, and printed over and over again.
Recycling is a full-circle process that begins with you. The cycle begins when you take your extra household paper to your nearby green and yellow paper retriever bin.
Here's what happens after you put your paper in the recycling bin. The bin is emptied and the paper is loaded onto a specially designed truck. Once the collection truck is full, the driver takes the paper back to the sorting center.
At the sorting center, the paper travels on different types of conveyors, so people can take out the material that doesn't make good paper. Items like plastic, things with food on it, and trash that's put into the paper retriever bin by mistake. The sorted paper is then loaded onto a truck or rail car and sent to paper mills to be turned into recycled newsprint.
At the mill, incline belts take the paper up to a drum pulper, where warm water and soap cause it to break apart into small fibers. The pulper spits out any remaining material, like CDs or pop cans. Once the paper is pulped, it goes into another set of washers, like big bubble baths for paper.
The bubbles wash the ink off the paper and help the ink to float to the surface. Once the ink is washed out, the clean pulp is mixed with water. This water and pulp mixture is then transported through a stretch pipeline, and these paper machines spray it onto a wire screen to form the flat paper.
At the end of the line, the paper goes through more pressers and rollers that remove any moisture. A machine we call a calendar stack uses big tubes to iron out the paper and wind it into big rolls. Then the paper is packed into cartons or rolls, ready for shipment to printers, newspapers, magazines, packaging manufacturers, and others.
The cycle begins again when you purchase newspapers made from recycled fiber. From when we put the paper in the bin to when the paper is placed back on the newsstands, this process takes only about 2 weeks.
Recycling and buying recycled products creates demand for more recycled products, decreasing waste and helping our economy.
Actively promoting the program in the surrounding community proves that working together is the way to building a greener future.
I love curbside recycling, but I also take my newspapers, catalogs, and direct mail to my child's school because the school participates in the paper retriever program and they earn money for the tons of paper that they recycle. This is a smart way to make a financial contribution to your school without opening your wallet.
We are members of our school's green team. Yeah! We go to every classroom and office and empty every container. Just think, we have 200 students at our school. If we also got 200 neighbors to bring just one grocery bag full of paper this month and told all the students at our school to bring a bag of paper too, we would have 400 bags of paper. Since each bag equals about 10 pounds of paper, we would collect 4,000 pounds of paper in our bin this month. Wow, that's a lot of paper. At my church, we also have a green team, and we use the money to go on a youth retreat. We put a sign outside on our marquee asking people to bring paper and also put a message in our church newsletter.
At our church, the first worship service of every month is Recycling Day. Our senior organization tells members to bring their paper to the service, drive up, and volunteers will empty out their car for them. We use a cart in the parking area at our church and pick up the bags of paper as members drive up. Some members of our group have started some of these activities in their retirement communities and have also had great results. Our coordinator advised us to place the bin in a spot that's very visible to the community, and this has encouraged community members to feel welcome, dropping off their paper.
This nonprofit uses money raised from the paper collected from their bins to raise money for scholarships and to build character.
So tell me why this is an important fundraiser.
Well, I think for us it's important because it actually works. It's one of the few fundraisers that has been very beneficial to our organization. We've done actually about $3,000 so far in scholarships this year.
And how is it good for the kids to be involved?
Well, they learn a couple things. One, they learn about the importance of recycling. They also understand the value of recycling as well.
How do you get the word out to the community?
We have a couple of initiatives. One of them is we've actually gone door to door to some of the local homes and just invited them to come to our recycling bin since we're right around the corner. We've also put posters up in a lot of local businesses letting them know that we have a recycling bin right in their neighborhood. And then we've also been very fortunate. The press has covered some of the events we've done.
As you can see, the most important way you can make your program more successful is by encouraging community members to bring their paper and by communicating how their efforts are helping to raise funds for important projects.
For creative ideas on ways that you can involve the community and increase the amount of paper recycled from your bins, visit paperretriever.com.
Recycling positively impacts a community and its environment.
Everyone has the potential to make a significant contribution.
Let's work together now so that we can enjoy the same quality of life that has been enjoyed by past generations.
Recycling's fun.